Good evening, viewers.
And this is
HTV News.
I am Miguel Nicolas M. de los Reyes.
And I am Regina Marie Evans.
In today's headlines, ozone hole above the continent of Antarctica is slowly recovering. Philippine and China joint exploration deal has been cancelled. And All Souls Day tragedy has struck Quezon City. Urgent news. There has been a dengue outbreak in Bohol, and we have special correspondent Diane Suliano on the scene.
Thank you, Miguel. Here we are in Barangay Totolan, in Tagbilaran City. Abigail, one of the 8 students who died due to severe dengue. The members of the Bantay Bayan sa Carmen at Kalikasan organized a cleanup drive to stop the spreading of dengue. The Bohol Provincial State recorded a whopping 1,459 dengue cases from January to October of this year, with 17 deaths. The figure was higher than last year's 1,228, recorded from October to December of 2017. Leo Saniel, a member of the Bohol Provincial Health Office, suggested and urged the members of the community to seek help and consultation if the fever lasts for more than 2 days and destroy the breeding grounds of mosquitoes. That's all. Thank you, Miguel. Back to you.
We have Mr. Vladimir Yutico on a story about the falling tree incident which caused a 4-hour power outage in Mindanao.
The 4-hour blackout that hit several provinces of Mindanao last Thursday was caused by a falling tree incident, which was allegedly intentionally done. Several provinces in northwestern Mindanao, including the cities of Marawi, Iligan, Pagadian, and Zamboanga, and nearby provinces, went without power from 10:38 a.m. to 2 p.m. NGCP inspection showed that phase BC of the transmission line was affected when a cut-off acacia tree fell on cables between Tower 30 and Tower 31. Text message sent to HTV Online by a military official who requested anonymity alleged that a big acacia tree was intentionally cut off. Tabakwan said further investigation into the matter is ongoing.
We have Miss Maisel Arrow reporting in on an All Souls Day tragedy which has struck Quezon City.
In less than 48 hours, the Quezon City Police arrested a houseboy accused of killing and robbing his employer on All Souls Day. During questioning on Sunday, Donato Joliente, 51, confessed to killing Maria Joy Rima Mascarino, a 55-year-old accountant. Her body was found in an apartment in Barangay Pasong Tamo on November 3. The suspect confessed that he had used illegal drugs before he committed the crime. Around 2 p.m., Doliente reportedly attacked her, hitting her first on the chest with a dumbbell. When she screamed, the suspect started to hit her repeatedly on the head. He then sat on her stomach and continued hitting her, said Chief Inspector Elmer Monsalve, Criminal Investigation and Detection Unit Chief. Doliente then stole her belongings, including 7,000 in cash, a laptop, tablet, cell phone, wristwatch, and several bank cards before escaping. Mascarino's body was found on Saturday evening by Edgar and his wife, who went to her apartment after she failed to answer their phone calls. The police recovered the stolen items from Doliente's house in Kulait.
We have Arnold DIASS reporting in on the Pine City College story.
Before I start, I would like to say this. Your body is yours, and what goes on with it, it's nobody's business. This should be common sense, but unfortunately it is not. This morning, a letter was leaked from Pine City Colleges in Baguio. It was a letter from their medical clinic addressed to the deans and department heads under dentistry, nursing, and pharmacy. Discussed in the text was the mandatory pregnancy test of students that had to go through. Here I am live at Pine City College with one of its students for an interview. What is your name, miss?
Hi, I'm Freya.
Okay, Freya. I would like to ask you, how do you feel about the latest scandal about the mandatory pregnancy test in your college?
It is very disappointing as a female student since it is public and open and it can talk human rights and human dignity as a person.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so what is your name, miss?
Jana.
Okay, Jana, how do you feel about the latest incident in your school?
I feel so disrespected because not all women are like doing that thing. Like
how about the NBSB girls? Like, they don't have a boyfriend since then, so how will they get pregnant and have to do that pregnancy test?
Okay, thank you very much, and there you have it.
We have exclusive news coming right up, wherein a verified source in St. Andrews School told us that grade 12 students partook in an educational field trip to the Senate and to the Supreme Court.
The Senate is located in Pasay City. Our visit to the Senate was a huge opportunity to us to be able to experience what is exactly happening inside the Senate. It was such an experience, an unforgettable one, because we learned a lot from it. First, we went to the museum. As you enter the Senate Museum, you will see the huge portraits of the Senate President and other members of the Senate. You will also see gifts that the Senate Presidents received during their official trips to foreign countries. You will also see in the Senate Museum the gavel, which is being used by Senate Presidents to command during Senate sessions. The mace is also on display, as well as the Senate seal, which symbolizes the authority. And in the corner room of the Senate, you will also see the maroon robes, which were worn by senators during the impeachment trial of Chief Justice Renato Corona in 2012. After we checked the Senate Museum, we went to see where the Senate session is being held. That day, there was an ongoing Senate session and there were 13 senators present, and the majority leader that day was Senator Miguel Zubiri. It was such an opportunity for us to be able to interview Senator Zubiri. We asked him a few questions and he obligingly answered them all, and he's very cordial. All in all, we were all happy with that experience, and it's truly an unforgettable one just to witness everything that was going on there in the Senate.
The legislature in any society performs the important function of deliberating for the people and passing them in the form of statutes. The Filipinos, just like other colonized people, fought for independence from colonial rule. During this struggle, they also recognized the critical role that a legislature could play in the movement for independence. After the victory over Spain, they established the Malolos Congress based on their constitution, Philippine Autonomy Act, popularly known as the Jones Law, which was passed by the Congress of the United States and became law on August 29, 1916. It served as the legislative body of the Philippines from October 1916 to November 1935, until it was succeeded by the National Assembly upon the inauguration on November 15, 1935, of the Commonwealth provided in the Constitution of the Philippines. With independence from America in 1946, the legislature was called the Philippine Congress. In 1972, former President Ferdinand Marcos declared martial law and Congress was abolished. The 1987 Constitution restored the presidential system of government together by the bicameral Congress of the Philippines. Section 1, Article 6 of the 1987 Constitution provides that the legislature power shall be vested in Congress of the Philippines, which shall consist of the Senate and the House of Representatives, except to the extent reserved to the people by the provision on initiative and referendum. The Senate of the 17th Congress is currently headed by Senate President Tito Soto.
On the 26th September of 2018, Senator Dick Gordon and Cynthia Villar tackled the rising prices of rice and has been resolution that they will not increase the price to 20% because it will cause an economic damage to the Filipino people. During the senatorial meeting, Jesus Escudero has proposed different bills that is concerning students with visual difficulties, and he also stated that this will benefit students with the latter and this will help them in their studies. Second, the 20% discount according to Senator Zubiri has been passed and been promulgated as a law. This privilege will be given to students, PWDs, and seniors. Lastly, the changing of school names, which was tackled by Senator Grace Poe, such as the schools in Mindanao, Visayas, and some parts of Luzon.